Morning, folks. Can you? Well, I've got a, we've got a new theme song or intro song. Let me know if you guys can hear this. That Amanda that works here made for us with AI.
Breaks, we're ready to roll. Shots are alive, the markets are gold.
I just started it.
Roger Scott with wisdom to share. Matt Horton's insight is beyond compare. Let's trade the highs, let's trade the lows. Watch the action as the market flows. Daily grind, but we make it fun. VIP room where the pros have won. Futures flash and the tickers hum. Strategies fire, we're never numb. Candlesticks dance under the sun. Profit or learn, every battle's won. Let's trade the highs, let's trade the lows. Watch the action as the market flows. Daily grind, but we make it fun. VIP room where the pros have won. From options to stocks, we'll break it down. No second guessing, no fear, no frown. Roger and Matt, they're leading the way. Every trade's a story, every move we play. Let's trade the highs, let's trade the lows. Watch the action as the market flows. Daily grind, but we make it fun. VIP room where the pros have won.
The name and artist is AI.
Pretty good stuff. Yeah, I like it. I can get behind this. Hey, Pete. Hey, Abdullah. The song is priceless.
Candlesticks dance under the sun. Profit alone, every battle's won. The future's flash.
Oh, I will, Zen, after a couple of good trades. We'll play some more later, but good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. We got Peter here. We got Abdullah. We got Kevin, Spider Monkey, Stefan, David. We got Brendan, DJ Dave, and we got a lot of Daves. Joanne, hey Joanne. We got Ron, Minaj, for all the key lessons. We got about 10 different songs, actually. Jeremy, Vlad. Hello, Vlad. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Brendan, Tony. We got... people like it. I'm happy. It's very neutral. I like it. Ken, yeah, Matt or Roger should be the guitarist. There you go. Dave, Robert, Kate. Hey, Kate. Mary, David, Matt Johnson. Soon we're all going to be replaced by robots. Have you guys seen the artwork these things can do? It's amazing. Amazing. Really amazing. Oh, also, if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. And please set your, here, let me share my screen so I can, I know Matt relinquished his, so.
I did.
Yeah. You just go down right here to, the gearbox and just make sure it's at 1080. I have to check because mine sometimes defaults to 720, and if I'm on a smartphone and whatnot, it even goes as low as 360 quite often. So make sure it's a 1080. You could force it, and that way you'll be able to see the charts and graphs clearly. Because I mean, not seeing my face or Matt's face clearly, we can forgive you for that. But I want to make sure you guys can see the charts and the graphs. Okay. Sound quality really doesn't change because it doesn't require much bandwidth. Let me pull up my TC2000. But the video quality, and we do broadcast in very high quality audio. We have a studio setup here. This room that we're in, it's a very, very tall. This room is like, if you were to make a studio, this would be the worst room to use. It's got glass everywhere. It's very, very bouncy. It's extremely echoey and noisy. So we have to use studio equipment In my house, I have it soundproofed. I don't know if you guys know, but the door I have, notice the big door I have in my house every time I let Mia out, it's soundproofed. It's not a hollow door. It's a solid door. So, and I have pads all over it, so it sounds really great. So we actually have to do a lot to make sure you guys could hear us okay. Otherwise, you get a lot of echo. TC2000 is right here. I have it. It's just on my other monitor. Oh, by the way, I got a question for you guys. Eric says I can't hear you. You should be able to hear us okay. Everybody else could hear me, right? Hey Ken, Cyrus, good to hear you. All right, and you guys can, yeah, you could see us okay. I know you guys could see us because we could see ourselves. Hmm. Uh, Let me add another stock to the list. Just popped up on my list. I'll pull it up here. Hey guys, can everybody in the pit, can you tell me, look at the bond market, Matt. Can you tell me if you guys got filled on that ENPH spread? Oh, I totally understand, Rich. I totally get it. Okay, you guys did? Okay. All right. I don't know why I had a couple of people do this. Um, I didn't get filled yet. No, no, today. It was a trade from today, Richard. It was the ENPH straddle. Okay, you guys all got filled. All right. Now place an order at 250, okay? All right. All right. Okay. Yes, at $2. Exactly. Exactly. I don't know. I asked people to put an order in and they did this. Look, I'll show you. I don't understand. I don't know. People are very strange. Like I'm looking for back communication, but people do all sorts of stuff. Here, right here. If you get filled on the ENPH straddle at $2, set alert at 250. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we did I asked the folks to do a straddle. It's a bonus trade. I'm not gonna supervise this trade. I'm not really all that bullish or bearish on the market. I'm fairly neutral. But end phase, buy the 39 call, buy the 39 put expiring tomorrow. If we don't get any love first thing tomorrow morning, I would get out. Okay. Also, have you guys noticed something interesting? Have you noticed this week Tim got filled at 195? Great, great. I'm noticing people got filled at 195. Oh, Tim and Phil both got filled at 195. Order for one of them at 250, but I let the other one ride a bit. Well, you don't have much time to ride it, Mitch. They expire tomorrow. So I mean, tomorrow afternoon. So just FYI. End phase 39 straddle. Okay. In case anybody's still interested, I don't know what it's going for right now. I'm here, but here we could take a look actually right now together. But tomorrow, finito. 39 call is going for, last was 91. It's right now going for 71 to 76. So let's just say 73. And let's say the put 125. So it's going for a little more than what we paid for it right now, or it should be going for a little more than what we paid for it. Was 2025 at the low? Well, Sean, obviously it wasn't 225 at the low, since several people here are telling you they got filled at 195. And Ivano just said he got filled at $2. Oh, you can't see what Ivano just wrote here. Oh, after entry. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I haven't seen it below 225. Yeah, I haven't seen it below two. Yes, you are correct. After entry, I have not seen it below 225. 30 minutes ago, Mary. That's right. That's right. Can you guys, folks, Mary, can you post for everybody so everybody could see it, please? It just helps everybody that way, and it saves me time. Okay. All right. Matt, are you hunting for trading zone trades?
Not right now.
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
No, I mean, are you hunting? Hunting.
Yeah.
Scheming. Good. Good.
Yes.
Good. All right. Now I'm going to tell you, I'm very happy about one thing this week. I'm really happy about one thing this week, and that is the fact that thanks, Mary. Thank you. That is the fact that we haven't been doing a lot of trades in any of the services this week. Not a lot of trades at all. Very, very few. I'm very, very happy about that. And I'm going to tell you why I'm very, very happy about that. Let me show you mathematically why. This is not my opinion. This is and I want you guys to understand this is math. This is not my opinion. Now, in order for us to make money, I'm gonna teach you something today, and this is really important. Okay. Yeah, Glenn got it at 199. That's fine. Remember, this is math. Yeah, yeah. This is science. This is not well, one day 5 years ago when I was by the no, it's not one of those. And you'll understand. Some of you will understand. All the time you guys hear me talking. I just want to put it together for you guys in case you guys haven't figured this out yet, but this is just simple math, okay? So so one time in band camp, right, exactly, Robert. So you see, I always point these out to you guys. I'm always pointing out the 52-week high, 52-week low, 20-week high, 20-week low, 50-day high, 50-day low, and including the 20-day high and low to show you how it's moving. So, and I always keep telling you guys exactly, exactly, Richard. And I always keep telling you guys. Now, I want you to think about this for a second, and I want you to think about exactly what I'm saying. Okay. Hey, Bill. Good afternoon to you too. Hope you're doing. I hope you're doing great. These are my trend indicators, not the A line. I use this, but not to determine a trend. I use these 90-day high low, 50-day high low, 20-week high low, 52-week high low, and I use these to see how far the rubber band is getting stretched. These are the other way around. Okay. Now, Rosalind, we did a straddle. We bought a call, bought a put. 39 strike price, expiring tomorrow. Okay. I want to explain this for anybody who doesn't understand this, okay? Look at this number right here. See, it says 57. Okay. 40. Yesterday was 40. We went into yesterday or today, into yesterday with 45. Now look at it before. Here, let me make it bigger. Bigger's better. Look, 183. 336. That rubber band is getting stretched. Good for you, Kiang. You made some with the straddle. I'm so happy to hear that. So happy to hear that. Let me just put that here. All right, there we go. So you see this number was at 336, and I always use this as a counter trend indicator. 474, 322, yada, 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 yada. 617. This is last Tuesday, okay? Now let's get back to reality. Right now, that was 7 trading days ago. Right now, there's 57. Let's do the same thing here real quick. I'm just going to show you something real quick. Let's look at 90-day high. Let's look 50-day highs. 50-day highs. Let's go back a week and 2 more days because we want to go Tuesday. 225. Right now, there's 34. So, now here's the math part. If you have 200 stocks making 90-day highs, 200, and now you have 34. If you're not part of that 34, can you be making money to the upside? Right. Zen, can you please post to everybody so people can actually see what you're responding to? Post everyone. She wouldn't care about these numbers. They mean nothing to you. It's not likely. It's not a not likely, Glenn. You see, that's the thing about this. Think about this. This is all the stocks that are moving that we look at. Okay, so if it's not here, I'm not trading it, right? Right, Glenn? Okay, so it's got to be on this list. Otherwise, I'm not trading it. So in order for us to make money, we have to be in this 34, right? I mean, how can we not? But a week ago, or whatever. It was 152. So, oh, not likely means no, right? I got you. So, and that, and I'm not trying to get with the whole word. I don't play. I'm not a word game guy, but I just want to explain to folks this is mathematical and math, and probably don't. Anyhow, I think we all get it. Point here is, point here is, uh, if you have 300 stocks. Well, let's make it simple here. This is right here. We don't have to play around. This is right here. This is 20 days. This is 20 trading days. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this is a month. 20 trading days is 1 month. Okay? So what is a breakout on daily charts? If you don't have a 1 month high, you're not even moving, right? So think about this. You have 700 stocks. So now let's say the stock that we bought is one of those 700 stocks, and it's got to be because these are my lists and they all have the same criterias. So I only look at these stocks. There's more than enough for us here, trust me. Point is, if you have 700 stocks making 1 month highs, and now you have 57 stocks making 1 month highs, if your stock is not one of those 57s, then you're probably not making money from a week ago. I mean, it's just simple math. This is not, and again, this is not a theory according to GARP. This is just simple math. Now, if we're in one of those 57, that's great. But our net is much tighter now. It's much smaller. We got to be a lot more selective. So the May 13th stock not on May 22 list would have been reverted. The May 13th stock not on. I understand, Phil. What I'm saying is there are only 57 stocks making 50 right now, making 1 month highs. If we have that many stocks making 1 month highs, okay, this will pick it up if it's making a higher high than a 1 month high. You understand? So the only way this would not pick the same stock is if that stock is going lower. So if we only have 57 stocks making 1 month high, in order for our stock from a week ago to be on here, it has to be one of these stocks. No, it's the same ones, Phil. It's the same ones. Because the way this finds it is, see, if it's a 20-day high and if it's a 30-day high, it's still a 20-day high. That's how this thing does it. And I love it that way. I love how it does it. And it does it on the close, and it acts like any given time of the day is a close. So I love how it calculates it. So point is, here's the point. A week ago, you were doing this with a net. We are trading, and this is our net. And we had, I'm going to make these just for illustrative purposes. You had 300 fish that could be in that net. 300 fish. Now you have 37 fish. Now, if you're really good, maybe you'll have one or two in that net. But the odds are you won't. There are no moving stocks. Remember what I always tell you. You can't make money when there's nothing moving. It's not hey, Boyd, how are you? It's not an excuse or anything like that because we haven't really done anything. I think we bought, for the pit, we did one trade this week, and we're still long, and let me see how it's doing. Oh. It's down 10 cents on the day. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, it's actually down 10 cents on the day. The point is that there's nothing moving. There's nothing moving. So you got to be extra careful because when there's nothing moving, it's hard to make money. Hey, Michael, how are you? Some small caps are moving. I'm going to talk about some stocks. I actually have a surprising stock for you guys today. And I have a webinar at 2 o'clock today. If you guys want to learn more about day trading, about the platform, about AlphaZone Pro, this thing right here, actually gave a short signal about 5 minutes ago. Right here, there's the arrow. Probably going to go right to the VWAP. That's right here. Probably going to go right down here, if I had to guess.
A lot of stuff in between.
There's a lot of what?
A lot of stuff in between.
There's a lot of stuff in between. There's a lot of stuff in between. Anyway, point is, let's see. Oh, Point is that yeah, Matt already posted a link if you want to check it out. Also, bond market is moving right now, up, not down. This was the gap from yesterday. This is the close. So I'm not really that bearish right now. Not really that bearish. Mm-mm-mm. Not really all that bullish either. Look, technology, consumer cyclicals, you've got about an equal weight here. And also another thing to pay attention to. This is a big red flag. Not so much right now, but up till about right now, now the market's starting to get a little more bullish. We're above the VWAP. But up to about half an hour ago, we had divergence between the Dow and the Nasdaq. Nasdaq was positive and the Dow was negative. I'm sure you guys saw it. I posted. Hold on, I'll show it to you. One of the things about me is I really love to document everything. I'm a huge document nut because it's so easy for things to get, mixed in the shuffle, and we got to stick to the theme. Here we go. We have to stick to the theme. How do we access day trading class? Matt just posted a link above, Mary. Right here, see? Look, NASDAQ, the NASDAQ is up 65. This was 45 minutes ago. NASDAQ was down. And whenever you have divergence, that doesn't lead to any. What it usually leads is one side starts controlling at the end of the day. But usually till that's resolved, you kind of because you have a lot of institutions buying hedge funds that have assets from both of these classes. This is down, that's up. It just creates this. Kyung says I had 10 and 20 contracts with AZP and both had made 25 and 50%. Well, that sounds great. I love it. We're going to be talking about AZP. It's going to be fun. People really do love the AZP. That's Alpha Zone Pro. Okay. All right. So I wanted you to see this. Now, stocks that I'm looking at. Remember, we're gearing up for the weekend already. A lot of institutional traders are going to take off tomorrow. Expect choppiness. Expect choppiness. By the way, so far, we've hit the VWAP. Scratch that. We've hit the 8-day EMA right here. We kind of backed off. Right there. Pretty hard. So it would be nice to see if we can break this and close above it, and that would give us the idea that we're going to come back into this range. That's what I'm seeing right now, because I'm not seeing this breakdown really lead to anything lower right now. Matt, John's asking, can you get them audible alerts for AZP arrows?
Yeah.
Can you make a note of that, Matt, and make it into an update?
Yep.
And I'll let everybody know we'll be doing that today. I'll let everybody know at 2:00 we'll be doing. Monday's yes, markets closed on Monday, and markets closed, and nobody's here. Hey, Manuel, how are you? Pepsi. Let's take a look at Pepsi. Yep, that's what and Adam, that's exactly what I'm talking about. This. Just nonsense. Monkey business. I call it monkey business trading. All right, so let's go through some stocks right now. Now, remember, if the market's not going to give you anything, your favorite stock's not going to give you anything, unless it's driven by something specific or particular. So, first of all, let's talk about. It happened to be that Pepsi was the first one on my short list, Adam. So, it is actually coming off. It's not really cooperating right now because nothing is. Nothing is. Memorial Day is my favorite. It used to be one of my favorite holidays. I used to go to the movies, and back in the day when I was growing up in the 80s, Memorial Day movies was like the coolest thing. Remember Bad Boys? All the best movies came out on Memorial Day. So I always think about Memorial Day barbecues, picnics, movies. It's going to be a great time. Good for you, Seth. Good for you. Good for you. Love hearing that. Very, very nice. So remember, as I said, take this with a big grain of salt, these stocks with a big grain of salt, because they're just not cooperating right now. But Pepsi did make a lower low. 50 cents when you were a kid. Wow. They were like $2.50 when I was a kid. Clorox, another stock to the downside. Yes, volume is low. Volume is low. Look at this. We're at We're at 27 million. We're about halfway done. Volume is low. Average has been coming up to about 82 million. Okay. Richard, you're not that old. You're not that old. Conegra. Conegra. Notice they're all doing the same thing. And notice they all made a new low and they're all up on the day. It's just one of those markets, folks. It really is. There's no institutions driving price right now. And our position in the pit is down 20 cents on the day. All right. Oh, those are interesting. Turns on me, I have no complaints, move on, be happy. Exactly, Adam, exactly. Also, look, GIS, they're all doing the same thing. You can pick one. I wouldn't pick any going into this weekend because I don't think we're going to have a lot of momentum. Folks, remember, we're here to make money. All day long, I stare at trades. It's easy for me. I can right now, from the top of my head, give you 10 trades for every different program. Why am I not doing that? Because we're here to make money. Yes, I acknowledge the veterans. Fantastic. I mean, you guys are amazing. My grandfathers were World War II um, vets. Nothing here yet on SKT. We have to wait for this thing to break down. Why? Because we have a very high volume bar right here and right here, creating a very strong support for us. Summer blockbuster, right? Right, Jesse? Exactly. Remember, I grew up in the 80s. It was a different time, a magical time. ED consolidated. I guess they're not. I guess we're going to call this a utility stock and not a nuclear stock. That cracks me up. It really does. Right here, nuclear stocks. CHD. You know what? Let's skip this one because there's a lot weaker ones than this. I already gave you 4 of them today: Pepsi, Clorox, Conagra, and GIS. So you don't need that one. This one right here, Time Warners. Gave it to you a few days ago when it was here, there, and there. Whose birthday is it? Somebody's birthday here? Scotty. Oh, it's your Monday's my birthday. Happy birthday, Scotty. Yes, happy birthday to you. Wishing you all the best. Wendy's. Wendy's. Where's the beef? Again, all these stocks are wonky. I would personally wait for this to be at the 8-day EMA. Doc. Same thing. Overextended to the downside. Wait for the 8-day EMA. You're traveling, huh, Cyrus? Good for you. It's not a great, folks. And remember something. I have your best interests in mind. I'm not taking any days off. I'm not going. I'm just here hanging out, but I don't want to give you crap. Look at that nice trend on what is this? Castle Bioscience. Very nice, very nice. Now let's do. Well, actually, I'll tell you the truth. I'm seeing if I can talk my father-in-law and my dad to go seeing the new Mission Impossible movie. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I really want to see the new Mission Impossible. And my wife's not a Mission Impossible gal. When I say the 8-day, I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes, Wild Ranger. I'm going to give you guys a lesson in moving averages because I know we have a lot of new people here coming in every day. And you know, it takes me sometimes a little while to realize that we have a lot of people here who are very new. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Just Jen, Mission Impossible, right? I love the mission. I love the mission. Hey, if you were here, Boyd, I'd take you. We have wonderful movie theaters here in Jacksonville, but wonderful movie theaters here. No worse than the ones we had in Los Angeles. You know, the whole reclining chair, all that stuff, the full 9 yards. Very choppy. Not a stock that I would particularly want to day trade at all. But you know, beggars can't be choosy in this market right now. Grawl. See, Sinners, but make sure you find a theater with excellent. I'll check it out, Mitch. My wife looks like she can be one of those Bond movies. She's a beauty. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Yeah, let's continue. Meta. Meta could be setting up for a nice upside move. I would not target anything more than the previous high. Dave, DJ Dave, I'm going to talk about that in a few minutes. Microsoft is looking fantastic. By the way, do you see how Microsoft has stayed above this line right here, when we drew it? How it's respecting it? That's accepting a price level. That's acceptance right here. Okay? Accepting this line. Okay. Roblox. It's a very nice. Microsoft is looking fantastic, but there was a 10-year period where Microsoft just went sideways. I don't know if I'd be able to stay in the stock for 10 years, realistically speaking, and without it doing much. I like this Roblox. I like how it's moving. I just don't like the market a lot right now, but I do like Roblox. Bonds are starting to sell off, by the way. I would anticipate that they would have a little resistance right around here. I mean, a little support around this area right here. And then the other one right by the VWAP. Why here? Because that's the gap area right here. Right there. They would probably bounce off. Here, let me show you a picture. See, this is what reading price action gets you for 20 something years. It's a 5-minute chart of bonds. Or scenario, see that's first scenario, or conversely, guys, got it? So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to show you this. And trust me, it won't change. Capiche? Yep. Or conversely, oops, sorry. Right there. It will probably bounce and then come back up. But either way, that's the area right there. Bonds, I'm just talking about. Now, see, what you need to do is you need to start pulling up charts and drawing little things like that. Okay, let's move on. Roblox. Or just hanging out here for a while. This morning somebody criticized me for being repetitive, but I'm going to tell you something. I think I have to be 10 times more repetitive after the things that I've seen. Nice breakout. And there's your support area right there. It's accepting price, GEV. Everybody does LDM. Everybody does. A little too much, Porkies. I'm watching that stock, man. I'm watching CoreWeave. CORW. Is it CERW? CoreWeave. Core. What's the ticker for that? I was watching it earlier today. CRWV. Thanks. CRWV. Yeah. A little crazy. Nutty stock. Okay. So let's continue. Oh, GEV. Yeah. That was another one I really like. Zscaler. I really do like Zscaler right now. It's actually looking great, but it has earnings. It's got earnings in a few days. Yeah, of course I'm going to stay repetitive. That's how people learn by repetition. I mean, GME. Now, did you guys think I was going to pull up GME? If somebody asked you this morning, Roger's going to show you add GME to his watch list, what would you say? What would you guys say? Yeah, it's on my watch list. Now, here's what I would like to see. Let me show you what I'd like to see. That's what I'd like to see. Otherwise, okay. Got to have a little fun with you guys too. You want me to look at Kroger? Kroger looks right now like it's breaking this area. It hasn't accepted the price below. If it accepts the price below and closes near the low, the next target's right here. Capiche, Shani Kumar? We got it. We understand each other. CPB it's in this. I already talked. I think I already talked about CPB this morning. It's doing the same thing. Let's continue. Let me finish this. I got two more. ALAB took William took Alpha Zone Trade. $140. Nice. Very nice, William. Very nice. Beautiful. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. All right. And CLS. I like this stock. Doesn't have much upside though. Broke this level. It's got a lot of resistance though. Got a lot of resistance here. Okay. Baba, I'll do Baba. Baba doesn't look like it's bobbing around, not really doing anything. I gave you Baba as a short a few days ago. I think folks made some profit on it. I'll just do a few. Palantir, it needs to get above this level right here to look pretty. And Gap, I was looking at Gap actually. Gap is looking good, but it's a little overextended. I wouldn't be chasing this thing. Last one, Boeing. Boeing needs to get above this level right here. All right, that's it. That's it right there. Now, I want to show you guys something. People ask me this all the time, so I'm going to show you this again, okay? Please try to remember this. The first thing we look at, our workflow, the first thing we look at is this right here, this. If we're looking for longs, we want to be above the red, white, and blue line. This is the simple 200-day moving average. This is the 50-day, and that's the 100. I really don't care what order they're in. I just want us to be above the American flag. Now, do I use these to buy or sell anything? No, they're not entry or exits. They're just used to tell me my positioning in relationship to them. That's all I want to know, if I'm above or below them. If I'm below them or I'm inside them, that means I'm pinched. That means there's nothing to do. Okay? Exactly, Nicholas. Always respect the American flag. So you got to be above these for a buy. I won't buy a stock if the stock is trading below these 2-3 averages. So if you guys send me an email, okay, if you guys send me an email and I open my email and I see a ticker symbol and I see it that the stock is here, you've been caught with your pants down. I'll know immediately that you do not have these on your charts. Do you want to get caught with your pants down? Of course not. So you always want to make sure we're above this. Hey, Julio, how are you? You always want to make sure we're above these three lines. And if we're trading to the short side, we want to make sure that we're below these three lines. That's true, Eric. That's very true. It depends who catches you. That's a very good point. That's a fair answer. Fair answer. I'll agree with you on that one. But generally speaking, you don't. So if you're going short, now these are very, very simple rules, and I want to make sure everybody understands them. And we're looking at a daily chart. Exactly. I'm going to get into the respecting part in a few minutes. Jesse says that's happened enough in life. Now, I'll get into the which lines it's respecting in a minute, but and that's very important. But first, the average, they're right here. Look, Steve, 50-day moving average, 200-day moving average, 100-day moving average. See the colors? They're color coded for you. I'm literally, I screen shared this screen every single day. Red, white, and blue. If you're going to go long on a daily chart, you want to be below. If you're going to, I mean, short, if you want to go long, you want to be above them. Look, let me show you every one of my stocks today. Meta. See, we're above the averages. Microsoft, we're above the averages. GEV, we're above the averages. Zscaler, we're above the averages. Matt, did you go long the SPY again? You rascal, you. All right. GME, we're above the averages. See, these three averages, we're above them. Exactly. Go above. You always want to buy when we're above the moving averages. You always want to sell when we're below the moving averages. Here. See, here's the averages. There's the averages. Wendy's, see that? It's all the way up here. See how far below we are? Now, we use these as a general guide. Now, we also use them for other things, but for now, for the next 10 years of your life, till you, or however long it takes you, your first $10 million that you make, just remember this rule. It's real simple. It's real simple. You only go long above the flag, and you only go. Yes, and Ken is exactly right. The reason we do that is not because we're so smart. And I'm going to tell you the truth. They have absolutely no hidden power. They have no kryptonite. But you see, everybody else uses them, and we want to be like the cool kids. We want to use the same averages that every investment fund in the world uses. Because you see, if I go to a webinar or a seminar and I say how many use the 200-day moving average, half the class will raise their hand. If I ask them how many use the Fibonacci I'm making this up, the MACD, maybe 5 will raise their hand. You understand? Okay. Now somebody's asking me if we use the 8-day or the simple, the exponential or the simple, not 8-day, the exponential or the simple. You see, it doesn't have an E in front of it. And this one has an E in front of it. So all you have to do is look up here and you will see which ones are exponential and which ones are not. I don't even have to tell you. Just have to look right here. The ones that are exponential have an E in front of it. EXP. Notice the 50, the 100, and the 200 do not have an EXP in front of them. Now, but Roger, EMEs are faster, but I'm not using these for speed. I'm using them as a barometer to see how far away I am from them. That's all I'm trying to do here. Okay? All right. Now. Notice there's two more. There's the 8-day and there's the 15-day. Right? Okay. Now those we use for different reasons. These we actually use to do two things. Or several things. We use these to determine if the price action is sticking to them. Look how it's sticking to the 15-day here. That's called visual backtesting. Let's take a look at Microsoft. Look at how Microsoft is trading above the 8-day EMA all this time. Doesn't even come close to the 15. That's important. So you have to look for every stock and look at the characteristics and how it relates to the 15 and the 8-day. Not how it relates. If it's relating to these, then it's choppy. Because these don't move that fast. But these do. You want to buy stocks if they're trading above their 8-day price. You never ever want to buy stock if it's not trading above it's now I'm going to explain to you. Do you guys want to know why I use the 8-day EMA? Because the 8-day EMA is just a little bit faster by a hair than the 5-day simple MA. The 5-day simple MA is your moving average for the week. I want to buy stocks that are trading above their 1 week high. That's why I'm using the 8-day EMA. If you take the 5-day EMA and you put it next to the 8-day EMA, 5-day MA versus the 8-day EMA, you will see that they mirror each other. They're very, very close. I don't use the 3-day at all, Seth. I don't use the 3-day at all, and I never have. To me, it's just too noisy. So the reason I'm what I am looking at is I am looking for price. I'm looking to buy when price is trading above a 1 week high. Now, why do I use the 15-day EMA? Because the 15-day EMA gives me a really good view of what the 10-day MA is doing. That's right, Cyrus. So I use the 8 and the 15. Why? Because simply, I usually will buy a stock if it's trading above the higher high of the week. I'm not going to buy a stock. I've never bought a stock in the pit unless it's trading above. I mean, unless it's a pullback, which I rarely do. But typically, I buy stocks. That are trading above the week's high. And typically, that stock is no longer attractive to me if it's now trading below the 2-week low. Why would I want a stock that's trading at the lowest price of the last 2 weeks? That makes no sense to me. Why would I want to buy a stock that's trading above the highest price of the last week? It makes a lot of sense. So again, the 8-day EMA is like the 5-day SMA. The 15-day EMA is like the 10-day SMA. Just happens to be a little friskier. So if you want to use the 5-day MA and the 10-day MA instead of the 8 and the 15, God bless. Please do. It's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. They're virtually the same. But I also want to see how price is reacting to these and how far away it's from them. So, for example, this is just a stock that comes to mind. There's probably much better examples than this. Yeah, there is actually. What's that stock that went crazy? I just explained it, Michael. I just explained it. The 15-day EMA equals the 10-day MA. The 10-day MA measures the 2-week price, right? 10 trading days, 2 weeks, 10 days. So I want to own stocks. So I want to have this stock as long as it's trading above the 1-week high, and I don't want to have it anymore if it trades below the 2-week low. This is measuring the 1 week. This is measuring the 2-week. Yeah, that's it. See, that's it. Thank you, guys. Look at the distance between this stock and the 8-day and the 15. Too far, too much, too far gone. Way too far gone. Okay? Steve, we're not there yet. Steve is asking me to go to the bar and marry the girl before knowing if she even speaks my language and knowing if she is a real woman or not. We don't do that, Steve. We don't do that. We take it step by step. We're still right here. We haven't moved here. The VWAP has nothing to do with what I'm saying or what I'm talking about. I'm talking about daily charts. I have not mentioned the word intraday chart in all of this discussion. Let's not get confused. Let's not jump over each other and let's not get confused. I haven't done a summary yet. I haven't put it all together for you. Take it easy. Okay, so to put it all together for you, I use the 8-day EMA and the 15-day EMA. I use these to determine my short-term positioning of the stock, to determine if it's too far away from any of these, okay, and to determine if I'm breaking key levels in order for me to get out. Okay? The perfect Wild Ranger says the right time to have considered entering the trade was when? We haven't got there yet, Wild Ranger. We haven't got there yet. You want to go to the bar and you really want to buy a woman a drink and you don't even know if she's married. Why? Why do you guys insist on that? We haven't gotten there yet. Stop putting the carriage before the horse. We haven't got to the past. Let's just talk about the right now. If you want to know the best time to buy this stock was, it would have been right here, right there. And now it would be right here. Maybe even from here up here, somewhere over there. I don't even know if I'd want it anymore because I think once it's done, it's going to lose momentum. Yeah, right here, Wild Ranger, right here. But let me talk about my topics. So let's just put it all together. Let's just use Roblox. Nice example. If a stock is trending higher, first of all, we need to be above the red flag, the American flag. Second of all, we need to be above the 8-day EMA, and we got to make sure we're not trading consistently. Price hasn't accepted trading below the 2-week level. The reason we use the 8 and the 15 is because the 8 simulates the 1-week high using a regular but a little bit more dynamic, and this uses the 2-week but a little bit more dynamic, actually a little bit less dynamic, which is I want it to be even less dynamic because we want this to be a nice smooth. We don't want to overreact to our exits. As long as price stays above this level, we usually don't liquidate the trade. There's no as a loss. I mean, we usually give the stock a chance to run back up. We want it to be trading above its 2-week high, and preferably we want it to be trading near the higher highs of the last week. So this is why we use these two. Now, assuming that's true, and then we also want to make sure the stock isn't deviating too far away from the 8-day EMA, and we want to see which areas it's respecting, the 8-day lines or the 15-day lines. Like in this case, the stock is doing a great job of respecting the 8-day EMA. Okay? So, and it's actually a very nice breakout right now. Now, let's say I like the stock. Now we're going to now we've gone to the bar, we've bought the girl a drink, we know she's not married, we see no ring, we actually know her name, and we actually know she speaks English. Now we move to the right side of the table, and we look to see if we want to buy the stock. Let's see, who was this? All right. Now we do. Yes, Eric, thank you. Now we pull up the 5-minute chart. Now we've moved from here to here. Now notice 90% of my analysis was done here. The only thing I'm looking for is I want to see higher highs. I want to see lower highs. I want to see higher highs. I want to see higher lows and higher highs. I want to see a nice steady trend. I don't want to see a lot of choppiness. And I want price to be respecting the VWAP. And then I want to see price go below the VWAP and come back, or touch the VWAP and come back up. And then we would buy. So you enter, we don't use the 10-day EMA. We use the 15-day EMA, which simulates the 10-day MA. Michael. Okay? All right. All right. Let's just stop there, and tomorrow we'll continue this exercise. Now, was this helpful to you guys, or was I boring you with repetitive information? What is this? Oh, thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Very, very nice of you. I do spend a lot of time trying to educate people. Educate people. Good stuff. Excellent. Solid. Good. People are happy. That's good. Good. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. All right. I'm going to be in a class in 1 hour. I actually have a meeting with someone at 1, and then I will be in a day trading class at 2 o'clock in 1 hour and 6 minutes. I hope you guys can join me there. Matt posted the link. If there's anything new, let me know. If you call customer service and just tell them that you enjoy me, enjoy listening to me, enjoy. There's no settings for the VWAP, guys. There's no settings for the VWAP. There's no settings. You eliminate all that other stuff. You just put the regular VWAP. There is no settings for it. It starts at the beginning of the day and it ends at the end of the day. That's it. And for all of these, use day session only. Okay, don't use the night session. Day session only. Day session only. I probably should have said that a while back. We'll talk about the VWAP. We'll talk about the VWAP tomorrow. Okay, remind me, and I'll talk about the VWAP for about 15, 20 minutes tomorrow. You don't have to draw the VWAP. It's an indicator. All right, guys. I'll see you in a bit. If anybody has a question, send me an email. I really do have to go. And remember, this week I've been very, very cheap with you guys with trades. I mean, really cheap with you, and I'm so glad I've been doing it because this market is just cock-a-poo-poo. All right, bye, folks. That was a good session, Matt. Good session. Good session.